Oh yeah. Good morning, good evening, good night, good whatever time it is, wherever you are. Welcome back to Humanitarian Chronicles. This is Rasta Doc. Dreadlock Doc, Dr. David Osambla, aka the brokenest of broken souls, broken soul number moja, the OG broken soul. Yani, kama kuna broken souls, mimi ndio mkubwa wao. Unfortunately, seti nimefurahi sana. Ndio kuna do kwa kuwa mkubwa wa broken souls. Wait, leo, ngojeni fast. Just watch. Can you see that? You see that? The set is ngoja. Natafuta kizungu. The set is growing exponentially. Exponentially. Kizungu. On that note, before I even introduce you, because now my hunger is starting to show through my speech. Nimeanza kuwa na speech impediment. Let me serve my guest. Because we wasn't introduced before you see magic. Because we. Unajua kuna guest alafu kuna guests. Huyu ni VIP. Very important person. An important personality. Amjui. Well, ngojeni first. So, mnaona magic ikianza, then now we can begin to talk about the guest we have today. There you go. So, it is a magical day today because we have the one and only. The only. Hakuna wengine. Number one, the Hijabi Rider, KE. But anaitwa Aliyah. You know, Aliyah is a very unique name. Because mnakumbuka kulikuwa kuna singer anaitwa Aliyah, alikuwa. Yes. Unfortunately alikuwa, but now tuko na wetu, the OG. I think jina yake itoka hapa alafu compare, ndio. So, welcome to the show. Welcome. Today is a wonderful show. It is an amazing show. It's going to be an amazing show because our guest, simu imeisha. Simu imezima. Hebu ngoja first. Hizi simu yangu izimangi. Niweke password. Nini? Waidhaka ni have questions. Leo tuko na Waidhaka behind the camera, tuko na Ephraim. Mshana Dr. Kimani vile ni mfupi. Ephraim is just taller than him, like slightly. Hello. Tuko Heart Space. Before we go too far, hapa ni Heart Space. Heart Space is an amazing place where you come and have your creativity boosted because hii set ni Heart Space yote by the way. Sikusi kwangu home. Msiseme kwangu home ni kubaya. But jana karibu ni ni answer to a certain ad that somebody put somewhere at mama single mom living in Lavington 3-bedroom house. I'm looking for a man to join me and help me pay rent 35,000. Lavington 3-bedroom 35k. Have that in mind. And the only thing he has to do is be a father figure to my son. Wait, boss. Nilikosa tu fair. Anyway, unacheka sana. Sorry for the clinking. This is my ice in case of emergency. There is my name and the name and my blood group and the name of two people who in case kinyuria kwa bike wanapigiwa simu kwanza. Nani? Chief Gweno Peter Gidhua, daktari. And this other guy ni nani? Jackton, Nakane, Coach Jack. Hao ndio ice wangu. So even if it happens to me and they don't tell you, go and look for those people. Probably they did it. Welcome.
Thank you.
We want to have an amazing interview this morning with the one and only Hijabi Rider KE. I've seen her on social media. You may have seen her on social media, but you have no clue the kind of story she has. So I want to hear today. It's an amazing day because I am humbled. We are humbled at Humanitarian Chronicles. We are humbled at Broken Souls and Healing Network to have such a guest with us. I've followed you on social media. I've seen what you do. I've seen what you do with your bike. And for me, anybody doing something impactful with a motorbike is just ukoju. There is no comparison. And I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
I'm proud of the work you do, but of course, very inspired. And we want to inspire those people from your heart to their hearts. So, welcome to the show. And tell us who is the Hijabi Rider. Karibu.
Thank you so much, Doc. My name is the Hijabi Rider KE. Tukirudi kidogo kwa ID na hizo zingine za mtaa sasa, it's Aliyah Quinton Busolo. Other than riding, I have other things that I have passion in. I love to read books. So when I saw today in the morning that vitabu zako zimefika, I was like, yay, another addition to to my book club at home. So utakuna expect an order from me soon. Yeah. I love riding, I love adventure, and I love food. Good food. I love to cook because I love both eating and cooking.
Because one of your names is okay, sorry.
One of my names is Busolo. Busolo
right.
From Western. And Western people na chakula, you know us really well.
6'7".
Yes. So I love cooking, I love eating good food.
Awesome.
I also love adventure, and I really love working with communities, especially the youths and children.
That's amazing. Thank you for being on the show. Thank you for making time. I know you are not as unemployed as some of us. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for making time for us. Thank you for being here. Thank you for allowing us to listen to your story, for us to share your story with the world, because I'm sure someone needs to hear the story. Somebody needs to hear a story that will inspire them, hopefully bring them out from a dark place to a lighter place, or probably just get them off from the edge of the cliff and bring them back to life. So we really appreciate this time we have with you. And today is your day. For interview, tell us what it is that you want us to know about you. I'm pretty sure somebody somewhere apart from me and Waidaka and Ephraim and Koi and Heartspace will be truly inspired by your story. You're 8 to 5. You take your bike in the morning, leave your house after preparing whatever you've prepared. You go somewhere. Uko ni wapi unaendanga on a day-to-day basis, your Monday to Friday or your Sunday to Thursday, depending on which option that you have. What do you do on a day-to-day basis? What's your day job?
For my 9 to 5, I am a community facilitator. So normally I work with humanitarian organizations and community-based organizations. So far I'm working with an organization called SHOFCO, Shining Hope for Communities. And I'm based in Kawangware, which houses the Dagoretti North and South offices. I normally deal with youths in matters to just train them on basic employability skills, entrepreneurship skills. For those already in businesses, we do like business mentorship. And then we also have the gender desk, where we deal with GBV issues for both ladies and the gentlemen, including the children as well. So that's what I do mostly in community, other than riding. But I also support other charity programs around. Personally, I do not have a specific charity program that I run or I'm spearheading, but I'm kind of like collaborating with the likes of Kagwiria and you, and also with another small project called Mycon Menstruation.
Wow, you've just said trigger words, nice triggers: hope, charity, mentorship, training, youth. Those are just things that touch my heart in all the nice ways, but also for us as Broken Souls and Healing Network, that's what we focus on, among other things. And the same for Riding for Hope. So you talked about riding, we have Riding for Hope, you talked about hope, there's hope in Riding for Hope. There's charity, that's what we do. You've talked about youth, you've talked about basically building people, giving people hope. That's what Broken Souls does. We build and we put together Broken Souls. That's amazing, because we'll be talking very shortly about Riding for Hope, talking very shortly about what Broken Souls does, what we can do, what we want to do, what we plan to do, and what we hope to achieve with all this in the near future in Kenya and beyond. You said you don't have a specific charity thing that you do as an individual, but you support other projects. Of course, thank you for supporting Broken Souls. You've been having any kind of reflect on the first.
Branded.
You may brand. Tutakubrand tena because we can. Wadako kuna reflector. I wasn't going to give you this one. Hata ungesema no. Difference the same. Aliyah.
Yes.
This is for you.
Oh, thank you.
This is so your much. Second one. So that when that one is
a different color now.
Hiyo kiosha uko na hiyo sasa. Mnaona vile
thank you so much.
Mend Broken Soul.
This one is different from this one. You see?
Yes, it's a new one.
Yes.
Yeah. So now we put in our tagline, tackling trauma together, because we want to support people and work with them, run with them, cry with them, laugh with them, and tackle trauma together with them, so that we are working together and supporting people. The idea of Broken Souls is to create a safe space for people to just come and talk about their trauma, their stress, their troubles, without being judged, without feeling that somebody will look at them in a different way because they're suffering. Men, of course, we know there's a struggle that men are going out suffering through out there, being unable to speak. Not necessarily because we don't want to, it's because we are programmed that way. That's how we've been raised. We've been told men should not cry, men should not feel, men should not show emotions, men should not complain, men should not say what they're going through because you're a man. Kaa ngumu, wewe ni mwanaume, wewe si mwanamke. Then next thing, amededi, or amejinyonga, or alcohol, drugs, both, whatever it is. But it gets very messy. But unfortunately now we have so many youths also committing suicide. We've heard of high school students, heard of university students, basically on a weekly basis, probably on a daily basis. If you look at it worldwide, it's on a daily basis, probably hourly basis. Look at it in Kenya, probably every week there's a student committing suicide. There's just so much pressure in life on a day-to-day, and people are struggling with a lot. Adults are struggling with even probably more stuff, because you have to go to work, you have to figure out your life, figure out the life of your family, the people depending on you, and then there's just things happening. The economy is getting worse and worse, and then there are all kinds of things. So there's so much that people are struggling with on a daily basis, and sometimes have no outlet, have nowhere to go to, because the assumption is sometimes that they should just deal with the situation. They should just deal with the matter as it is. But unfortunately, that's not the case. People have different levels of ability to cope with stress, with trauma, with issues, and sometimes they need help. But the problem is, help sometimes feels like you're showing you're weak, you're becoming too vulnerable, you're telling people you can't manage in life, or you're telling people that you are hopeless, useless. There's so much judgment when people seek help. And we want to destigmatize that. We want to make sure that we allow people to understand that it's okay to seek for mental health things. We see movies where, people in the West are like, I have a counselor, I'm going to a therapist, I'm going to a psychologist, or a psychiatrist, and it's in the movies. However, there are people here who struggle every single day.
True.
One of the things is they're afraid of going to see a counselor. Number two, some can't even afford it. If you are lucky, you get a counselor charging you 3,000-4,000 per hour. That's one session, and then you have several sessions. You are lucky. But not everybody can afford 3,000 for an hour every week for 3, 4, 5 weeks. So men's mental health is a major concern worldwide. In Kenya, for me as an individual, I'm sure for many people, because men, it's not that we don't want to talk. It's that we are programmed not to. We are programmed for whatever reasons. Growing up as a boy, you're told when don't show emotions, don't show you're struggling, don't complain, be strong, be a man, you're not a woman. And eventually, this person is strong. The next thing is off a building, dead, hanging themselves, committing suicide by all manner of options. I know a story of somebody who told me that a friend had been trying to commit suicide so many times and didn't succeed. But then one day, that guy just went and poured fuel on himself and just lit himself on fire. And they found basically ashes, or at least quite a bad scene. And it was my friend who found this guy having killed himself. So by the time somebody gets to that point where they don't care about how much pain they will go through, they are broken, completely broken. And we want to make sure we reduce this as much as possible. At Broken Souls and Healing Network, as Humanitarian Chronicles, as those of us who are working together to figure out how to help people. So you talked about hope, you talked about mentorship, you talked about creating awareness. So that's what we do at Broken Souls, and that's the idea of what we want to do. But then coming to even generally, people are struggling with a lot. There's so much happening economically, so much happening just in life generally. We are losing so many students, high schoolers, university students, college students who commit suicide on a daily basis. Worldwide, probably on an hourly basis. In Kenya, daily or weekly, we are losing young people who just cannot cope with life. And there's this whole concept of Gen Zs are soft. It's not Gen Zs are soft. Anybody, no matter how strong you are, the day that last straw breaks your back, you're done. It doesn't matter how strong you are. I tried 3 times.
Oh no.
I can laugh now. It wasn't funny then. I tried committing suicide 3 times because I was depressed 4 times. So the 3 times I was done. Luckily, I had my children to think about 2 of the last times, and I was like, you know what, for them, I will not. But I was done. I was so broken, and people sometimes say, yeah, sukona do, nini bana, sukona job, nini bana. Sina job, by the way. So huko kwenye si humanitarian, I'm a humanitarian.
Yes.
So, kama kuna job. Your background, you're humanitarian, so I can come and... Jokes aside, but niko serious. Yeah, so the whole concept is to make sure people don't go into depression. If they're there, to bring them back out of it, but hopefully get them to a place where people begin to find talking to somebody easy. Many people don't go seek for mental health support because of the stigma that surrounds it. Discrimination, the judgment, people will say you're weak, you're stupid, you're useless. Whatever it is, whatever judgment comes there, people are afraid of that and they don't seek for it. We want to destigmatize that. We want to make sure that people and demystify mental health support and seeking it, so that people find it easy to go and seek for mental support. It's quite story ya wazungu ati oh hiyo ni mambo ya wazungu. That's a Western thing. That's in the movies where people seek for mental health. It should be sought everywhere. Yeah. Because the moment we lose anybody because they had mental health issues, which could have been avoided if they had talked, or if they had a space to talk, a space to discuss with somebody, then that is one life saved. That one life saved is people who are depending on that person, or people who depend on that person, or people surrounding that person who are then in a place where they don't also struggle with the loss of somebody. So we want to make sure that we are able to help them. Talking of mental health, I'm a simple dude. Things that make me happy are very, very many. Because sasa hii nikikatoa hapa nikiona hii bag, I can just put this in my house and just put it kwa power bank ikicharge it. Yeah, so small things sometimes, because people wonder what would make a difference. It's sometimes a very small thing, like you just have this and you just look at it. You figure out what makes you tick, what makes you happy, what gets you out of darkness. Figure that out, find it. It could be a comedy show, it could be a movie, it could be a game on your phone, whatever it is that takes you through to the point where you can talk to somebody, or that allows you to reach a point you can talk to somebody. When you can't find someone to talk to, broken souls, tuko hapa. That's what we do. We create a safe space for you to be able to talk about what it is. Having said all that, back to you. Broken souls. How did you know about broken souls? How did you meet broken souls? Or are you a broken soul and then you met broken souls? Or are you a healed soul that was once broken? If you are, teach us your way, master. Because some of us tunajaribu kupona kidogo and then you're broken again. And then, because yeah, it's crazy out there. Then we talk about Kina Kawangware, because yeah, the Kawangware is a name that I've heard from almost everybody that I've interviewed.
Wow.
And I'm getting concerned that he doesn't know how much impact he has. Well, Kawangware,
she has a lot of impact on us.
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
Not just the communities, but also as those of us watching her.
Those watching her, and even those who are working with her, who still get inspired by what she does.
Sure.
Good. Back to you. Broken souls. How did you meet broken souls? Was it because you're a broken soul, or how?
I met broken souls because I'm a broken soul myself, trying to heal. I've not yet healed as such, but as you've said, sometimes you feel like you're healing, then just something small triggers it all and you're back to square one. You're trying again and again to heal. It's not an easy journey, but we try our level best. So I met broken souls through you, Doc, online. Just browsing through, and I saw Kawangware's post and she had tagged you, and I was like, okay, so who's this guy? What is broken? So what is the Humanitarian Chronicles exactly? And that's when I visited your page and I was like, okay, so there are more bikers out here doing greater things in the community. They're here humanitarian.
It's so good. Not because of the name, but
I like how happy you are.
I'm so happy.
Yes.
You have no idea. You've made my day. Ile keki ulikuwa unasema? Kaa nayo. Later.
Baadaye.
Yes.
Kama usharidhika na hii.
Small things. Find them. I'm 51. And you see, I'm like,
you're still young.
I'm like my son, akiona toy. Yeah, thank you very much. You're very kind. Be like these Rasta people here. Hawaniambia I'm young, hata kama ni uongo. At least lie to me. Anyway, sorry. That was too much.
It's okay.
It's too good. Sorry, continue.
Yeah. So through meeting broken souls, that's when I came to learn more about what you're doing in the community, what you've been doing in the community in the past years. I've been just checking highlights of your stories, both on YouTube and on TikTok. and hearing what you've been doing in Russia, wapi, ukienda mambo ya Ebola, you've been in Turkana, you've been in Sudan. Bado naendelea kufuatilia your stories and many more other stories out here. Something happened to me a few years ago. It's not really a few, it's just recently actually, because right now time is moving really fast. You can't quite make if it's really a full year. I lost my daughter. She was 4 years old. And we had a lot of plans together for her 5th birthday, because when she was turning 5, she will be in PP3. And that meant she will be graduating. So she had a wish list. As young as she was, she had a wish list of the things she wanted. I had just started riding. I'd got my license, but I didn't have a bike then. And she kept telling me, Mom, you're going to own a big bike someday. I didn't believe her, because at that time, I myself was struggling financially. I had rent arrears for months. My daughter was sickly all the time. I was just healing from a divorce. I was married at 18. So I'm still young. I'm actually 26 right now.
20.
Yes.
20. You're 20. Anything beyond that, we can't count after.
I'm very far from 30. I'm very far from 30.
Yes.
Right now, I can speak about my daughter without crying, without breaking down. Not because I've gotten over it, but because I learned to accept it happened. Now, how do I move forward from this? What are the things that can keep me occupied or make me remember her in a positive way, rather than just remembering the fact that she died? And I'm happy that, okay, it's not good that she died, but I'm happy that after she died, as part of my healing journey, I decided to get more into community work. I multitasked. Nilichukua kazi mbili at the same time. Working with a different organization 9 to 5 and working as a consultant with another organization that is called CLCP, the Constellation, Community Life Competency Process. So this one goes deeper into communities here in Africa and parts of France also, also in Asia, just trying to see what challenges are the communities going through and what exactly is the major concern for a particular group of people in a community, and how do they feel about the concern. What steps do they think or believe may help change the concern into something positive? So I got more into community stuff with the Constellation, and it really helped me a lot. That's when I even went to Kakuma. I visited there for a few days. We did a bit of work there, and then I came back. I was also working with other community organizations here in Nairobi. I'm not really going to mention their names because there are many, around 11 community groups. Yeah, so nikaanza kujiweka more into kazi. That's when I started hearing more stories that left me more broken than my daughter's death. So I was like, so what I went through is life. That's what happens in life. Ndio njia yetu sisi sote. At some point in life, kila mtu atakuwa ameenda, and there'll be other people who will remember us maybe, or will hear about what we did in the community. So I'm just trying to heal. Yes. And sometimes the little things trigger me, but sometimes again, the little things comfort me, like riding my bike. I know it's not yet big as she wished, but it's taller than she was. So it's big in her eyes if she was here. Yeah.
Damn. Well, let me compose myself. Squeeze silly, by the way. When I came from Sudan, I stopped crying. Oh, when I went to Sudan, I stopped crying because I couldn't go crying in Sudan. And when I said, I'm going to have to pick a alienda, but yeah. So anyway, thank you for sharing that. Wow, that's heavy. That's a lot, but also encouraging that you found hope in all that, and you found strength to help other people, and you immersed yourself into helping other people, and that kind of got you out of healing. I've heard the same from Kawangware. I've heard the same from Emily Wairimo, who talked about also going into a dark place but coming out, helping people, and helping people and also helping her and helping them. So it's amazing, and I think people need to hear that more. There's always I don't want to say there's always light at the end of the tunnel. Sometimes there's none. Some of us have been in a dark place for so long. Hata mtu amulike tochi.
Tunnel aishi.
Aishi kwani tunnel kwani imefungwa. But yeah, it's really inspiring to hear that you're finding a way to heal. You're finding your way out of whatever darkness it is that you've gone through. Because losing a child is not easy. Cannot be easy. I mean, I remember when we lost a baby before the baby was even born. That already was tough as it were. Now imagining a baby a child that has been born 4 years is a long time. You've bonded, you've created, as you said, you had plans, and she was even telling you what she was seeing. You know, what in her eyes would be amazing for you to have with her, and then you lost her. That's heavy. But thank you, one, for sharing. Two, that you went through it and came out stronger, I believe, and you're coming out stronger, so that somebody can look at you and be inspired by you. That's amazing. And yes, there's a way you can get out of stuff. So please don't give up. Keep on holding on. And that's why I keep saying, find someone to talk to. Most people have helped sometimes, especially when I was in hospital still, and we had people who would come with attempted suicide, youth and older people alike, and even elderly, and they seem to have a very common theme, that they didn't have someone to talk to, or the people they talked to judged them or discriminated against them or told them they were, wanasumbua tu, you're just being a bother. Then the next thing they're like, okay, come on, nasumbua, if I'm being a bother, let me then take my bothersome self away from you and also take this bothersome life out. So many people who attempted, at least they attempted and they didn't succeed, we were able to hear their stories. That's the whole idea of Humanitarian Chronicles, where people can come like you, sit with us and talk to us and tell us what they went through or what they're going through, how they're coping, how they hope to cope, so that then we can hear from you how you're doing it, and then maybe from your side you can tell us what it is that you are doing on your side, or what you feel or what you want to do, so that we're helping each other. It's cross-pollination. It can't be just one way. No, nobody's an island of all information. We all learn from each other. That's amazing. So in terms of, you talked about riding, you talked about hope, and we have this thing called Riding for Hope. Riding for Hope is basically a partner to Broken Souls and Healing Network and Humanitarian Chronicles. Riding for Hope is again basically formed by the same team that has formed Broken Souls and Healing Network. So we have Kawangware Murungi, we have Kimani Kamau, we have Waithaka Mukuria, we have Calvin Osambla, that's my nephew, who does for us a lot of the background stuff and IT especially. We have Trixie Gad, who is Kimani Kamau's younger sister. We have Emily Wairimo and a bunch of other people who are part of this amazing initiative. Gladys Osambla, Marcia Osambla, my sisters, who support in the background also. And we have Felix Ngaliuka, we have Joseph, I can't remember all the names. Poleni, sikumbuki majina zenyu, but I will tag you. We will tag you, all of you, what we're Riding for Hope. And the idea is that we use our bikes not just for fun, and it is fun, but not just for fun, but for making an impact, creating an impact. There's so much that needs to be done. You talked about sanitary pads, you talked about the pad bank. That's part of how all this began to grow. Many people met Kawangware on Facebook, like I did. Emily Orimo on Facebook. I don't know where you met her, probably physically before, but I met on Facebook. I met Kimani on Facebook. I met Emily on Facebook. Waithaka we met at work in my previous entertainment life. But most of us met on social media. But what brought us together was the impact people are doing with their bikes. I have been riding for many years, since I think 2008, when I landed with a Yamaha 175 in the hospital where I was working in Moyale. So I've always been riding for many years, but now I got my bike just about 4 or 5 months ago. My bikes, rather. The power bank, famous power bank or infamous power bank, the one that I was told to bite the battery so that kama remote control ifanye kazi or to lick the terminals and see. Then when I was rained on, Kimani told me to go and put it in rice. Anyway, that aside, so this team basically is brought together by a passion for humanity. All of us have different things that we do. Kawangware Murungi is a civil engineer, but does library literacy and pad banks. Emily Wairimo has a qualification that she doesn't want to talk about, so I won't talk about it, but a librarian of many years, like over a decade, at a young age, and also does sanitary pads. Kimani Kamau, passionate about pediatric cancer, sanitary pads and other things. I, of course, mental health and everything else I do as a rider, but sanitary pads. And sanitary pads and mental health are very closely linked. Because without them, a woman, a girl who does not have sanitary pads during their monthly period definitely loses dignity at that point.
Very true.
They're very vulnerable. On that note, tell us more about what you do with sanitary pads and how you feel it is helping in society.
When it comes to matters menstruation or menstrual health, I'm very passionate about that because I'm a woman myself in the first place. I won't really say I came from a very vulnerable community, but growing up, you know, I was raised by my grandparents. So talking about anything concerning menstruation was a taboo. So even talking it to a fellow woman, it was considered a taboo because now you don't know who to talk to. But now that I'm seeing a lot of women, a lot of charity organizations, charity groups, humanitarian groups are really speaking up about this and going about the community, educating the young girls about menstrual health and even giving out sanitary pads or sanitary towels. I really feel it's a really good initiative in the community. That's why when I heard about Kawangware doing it in Turkana County, it really clicked with me because sisi nowadays, we didn't have someone to talk to. We didn't have someone telling us about it. Unless you went to a private school, then that's where you'll get maybe the female teachers teaching the young girls who are probably around puberty on matters to do with menstrual hygiene, how to use a tampon, a sanitary towel. But in the rural communities, hata saa hizi as we speak, kama hakuna someone else from outside coming to tell them, then the elder generation that stays with them, they don't really pass on the information. And for some, you find that the situation is really bad that they don't even have access to sanitary towels. So vitu kama hizi, you know, they bring about diseases, inaleta pia trauma. Imagine if you're a woman or a young girl and you've gone to school or to a public space and then even just to the shop and then your periods come. And probably your cloth is brightly colored, inakuwa stained. Hapo tu, immediately, you feel like crawling kama kampira, small ball. You want to just hide. You want the world to swallow you alive because you don't know where to hide. So I feel like the fact that Kawangware is really doing this, the Humanitarian Chronicles is also supporting in ways it can. It's a good initiative. At least the girls who are in the local communities, especially in Turkana County and other parts of the country, are getting information. They're getting access to sanitary towels at no cost at all. We know that their dignity is being restored. Yule mwenye hata alikuwa naogopa, ile hata, you know, you can't even tell a fellow girl it's that bad. Hata saa hizi as we speak, it's still that bad in some communities. But the fact that at least kuna wale ambao wameshaanza kufikiwa, it will help spread the knowledge across. And if there is anyone out here mwenye anajua that their community bado iko na such an issue, then it's always good to start from home. You don't have to start from supporting someone in Turkana, yet your own village iko na shida kama hiyo. Just passing information is free. It does not require a lot of things. You just need time, space, and you call together the young girls. You can even access it through the schools that they go to. You can ask for mentorship sessions with the heads of schools. I'm very sure that in any school that has a female tutor, even nowadays the male are really embracing this initiative. So pia if you approach any male tutors in the school, they can always give you space to talk to the girls. Yeah.
Wow. You've talked about talking to girls and talking to students and youth. One of the CSR that we do, corporate social responsibilities as Broken Souls Healing Network and Humanitarian Chronicles, is motivational speaking and creating awareness and talking to the youth, talking to corporates. But for the youth, especially primary school, high school, colleges, university, we do it for free. We are happy. We are happy to come to your school, to your college, to your institution, to talk to your students for free. Wherever youth are, especially those who need guidance in careers, guidance in life, we just need to hear a story of somebody who went through something and got to somewhere. We haven't achieved it all. We may not have achieved much as compared to other people, but whatever we've achieved, we just want to share that, as you're saying. We want to share that so that people are encouraged, the youth are encouraged as they're going through life to know that there is hope somewhere. Just like you see this mug now, it was dark blue, we poured in hot water, those are the stories we are telling people, it lit up. now it is going back. So there's ups and downs in life, but then when you have someone who's taking you through and working with you and supporting you, then there's always that ability to come back stronger, or at least become strong and be able to cope. So we do CSR, speaking to youth. We do it for free. If you want, you can buy our books as a school, as an institution. Parents can buy our books. Even the students can buy the books if they want to, at the sessions, after the sessions. But for us to come, we do not charge. We come by ourselves. We find money out of our pockets or wherever, we ride there, we drive there, whatever the option may be. So mkitaka kutupata, there will be a link tree, there'll be a QR code or a link tree or both on the video, and you'll be able to scan it, and it has all our contacts, so the website, social media handles, and the WhatsApp numbers that you can reach us through. And you can either call or send a message and tell us, listen, we are happy to come and have you in our school, in our institution, to talk to our youths and let them know what it is that people have done. And we talked about, we have engineers, we have you now as a humanitarian, we have other humanitarians. All the Broken Souls team are humanitarians, but they also have their careers that back them up, and they're able to talk about careers. But that will come and tell you about movie production, TV production, stuff like that, for those who want to go into that line. Some of us growing up were told, ukisema hii ujinga tena, we are talked about, I wanted to be an entertainer. Hey, my father beat me. He whooped me. My late mother had a leather belt that had 8 strands. So ukikunja, they became 16 strands. So every whip was basically 16 of those things on your butt or whatever part of your body. So it's usually here and the butt and the lower back. And I said, I want to be an entertainer. I want to be a comedian. A guy nearly killed me. Well, Father, wherever you are in the grave, you can roll. But I became a doctor, by the way. I became a doctor. My father never wanted to become a doctor. He wanted that for me. You'll see in the book. He wanted to become a doctor. I hated that because he wanted it, but then I still became one. I became a doctor somehow. I still became an entertainer, by the way. I've been in entertainment longer than I've been a doctor. Doctor for 22 years since I graduated, and I've been working. Entertainer for 30 years. So, Father, Paul. But yeah, so the idea is to be able to let these young people know that no matter what talents you have, or you don't know you have yet, or you don't have, whatever it is you're going through in life, no matter your background, you're still able to come to a place where you can make an impact with whatever it is you have. Maybe little, maybe much, whatever, you can still have an impact in life and in society. And that's what we're happy to do. So our CSR is going out and talking to the youth, talking to institutions where there are youth who need to be inspired. And even where there are adults who maybe are not able to pay, we are still able to do that. So please reach out to us on via that link. You'll find other links, get to us, and we'll be able to talk to you and figure out something. So October. Do you know about Riding for Hope and what we're planning for October? Yes. What do you know?
Riding for Hope Africa.
Okay, I continue, sorry.
Riding for Hope Africa is planning to take on a tour around, hoping that itaenda outside of Kenya, and raising 10,000 pencils, 10,000 erasers, 10,000 pens, and 10,000 sanitary pads for 50 schools in Turkana County. Am I right?
Wait, Anajua.
Am I right?
Yes, you're right. Yes, you're right. You are so right. And he's part of the group. I'm kidding. I'm not. Maybe. I don't know. Yeah. So yeah, that's exactly what it is that we are doing with the Riding for Hope Africa. In October, we'll have a 21-day ride across the country, across 5 counties, 50 schools, as you've said, 10,000, 10,000, 10,000. So only 10 bob too. The challenge is give us 10 bob. That 10 bob can afford at least 1 pencil for 1 child, or 1 eraser, or 1 sanitary pad, one pen within the 50 schools that we are targeting, or 10 bob per day until that time. It was 100 days. We are now on day 29, I believe, of 100 days up to October, when now we go for the ride itself. Support us now, support us then, support us however way you can. Thank you. The fact that you know and you can create that awareness is amazing.
Yes.
Naona kuna bag kama hii. Sio kama ngoja fast. Poleni. Yeah, me things like this, gadgets and stuff like that. You should see how many power banks I have sometimes when I'm in the field. 20. Anyway, Aliyah, yes. What would you want to tell the people at home in terms of charity? Mental health and charity. Do they intertwine? Are they separate? Are we able to merge them together? How does charity affect the person with a mental health issue, or vice versa? How does mental health affect a person doing charity from your experience?
Charity and mental health, for me personally as an individual, I believe they go hand in hand because I'm in both spaces. For me, I'll speak about myself because maybe for someone at home might get inspiration from me. Sometimes I tell myself that whenever I give hiyo tu kidogo kama hiyo 10 bob yetu ya pencil ama ya eraser, it's like I'm giving back something that I know maybe was given to me in kind by someone else before when I didn't have anything. Or tomorrow when I lack, and I'll reach out and say, hey doc, ninunulie lunch. You see, it might be something that I already paid in advance. So whenever I give in charity or give in kind, I always tell myself I'm either paying for something I received in kind before, or I'm paying in advance for something I'm yet to receive. Also, I will say that for someone at home watching this, always remember that whenever you give with one heart. You might not know how big of an impact or how much positive impact you are making by as little as that 10 shilling. You might not even know who it is going to touch, but the smile ya ule mtoto akireceive that pencil or that eraser might just be the calm you need. Yes. Yeah. Wow. And also sometimes I like to tell myself that if you can't reach 1,000 people, if you can't help 1,000, just help one. Uyo mmoja tu, that smile, that thank you is very big and it goes a long way.
It's amazing. Yeah. Wow. Mumesikia? Hata mimi sasa vitu kama hizo. And I try. I usually rehearse my lines before I come. Sijaifika hapo. That's amazing. That's amazing. Thank you so much. Yeah, help someone. Do something for someone. Do something for another person, because it just allows you to feel better. Don't do it for you to feel better. Just do something for somebody else. You will begin to feel that effect of having helped somebody, having seen somebody smile, having seen somebody at least feel there's a difference, or that someone sees them. Sometimes just talk to someone. That allows someone to know that they are being seen, that they are noticed, that they are not alone in this world, and this world can be lonely sometimes. Unaweza kuwa na watu wengi around you, but you're just by yourself and completely isolated for whatever reason. So yeah, that's amazing, because we need to do more charity. We need to be able to help each other out. It's heavy out here, and a lot of us need support in whichever kind and whichever way that it's available. So reach out to somebody. Are you someone that people come to? You also need to reach out to somebody, because you need to find a place to vent out whatever you're carrying. Each time you listen to someone who has a problem, you're basically sharing with them in that problem to some extent, mentally and psychologically. Basically what is called secondary trauma, tertiary trauma. When somebody is traumatized, they talk to you, you are carrying now secondary trauma from their trauma. And we've seen that happen a lot. And sometimes we don't realize, especially humanitarians, we don't realize that we're carrying other people's trauma so much, and it begins to affect us, and we can't connect the dots to that thing we are carrying from other people. We only look at our troubles and we're like, yeah, we're coping with this. We don't know there's something else behind it. So it's very important to find someone that you can then run to if you are the one people run to. And of course, if you need to run to someone, please, please, please. If you have nobody else, anonymously reach out to us. Again, that link has WhatsApp numbers. Reach out to any WhatsApp numbers. We will connect with the right person, or we'll directly speak to you, chat with you, to make sure that you are not struggling with whatever it is you are alone. People need to be supported. People need to be walked with. People need to be sat with. People need to be cried with, to be laughed with, so that they don't feel alone. That's the only way we're going to get people out of dark spaces, out of dark places where they are struggling with a lot of stuff in their lives. Aliyah, before we wind up the show, there's something that is out there in the world. These misconceptions, perceptions, ideologies, ideas, thoughts that people have. And riders already have a name, or a bad name, to be specific. We have a bad name. There's a bad reputation about how we behave, how we think, our attitudes, our crowd mentality sometimes, which yes is there, and there's crowd mentality in every situation, and it can be negative or positive. People use it depending on how they wish. Unfortunately, we've had situations where everybody thinks anybody on a bike is a boda. Nothing against boda people, but we've had a lot of instances where the boda people have been excessively rowdy, inappropriately and irrationally, and have caused a lot of damage and even unfortunately death to some people, even among themselves, to themselves. But then there's the notion that, first of all, riders have issues. It is worse for a rider with dreadlocks. and tattoos for me. The judgment automatically. Yesterday, let me talk about that. Yesterday I went for my test because I've been riding without a license. I have one now. I can show you. But anyway, so I went for my test at NTSA Likoni. And we were in the first group, 6 in the morning, 5:50 I was there, other people were there. So by around 6:30, the whole group of us, both bikers and motor vehicle drivers. So we went in, the first group of us, those who came at 6 o'clock, we had our theory starting from around 7:45, 8. We did it, went and stood aside waiting now for the practical. The second group that had come in at 8 o'clock, went in, did the test, came out, stood next to us. So we were told, they came and told us, okay, results zimekuja, nyinyi wote pata theory, watu wa A2 motorbike endeni pande ile, watu wa magari endeni pande ile. So we were split in groups and we were like, oh, hopefully they'll finish us quickly. Well, from 6 in the morning, we left at 1 p.m. They took all the motor vehicle drivers and tested all of them before eventually coming to us. So you can imagine, we came at 6, the group that came at 8 walimaliza wakaenda, the group that came at 9 walimaliza wakaenda, the group that came at 10 walimaliza wakaenda. We were just watching people going. And so this is a whole group of people of different calibers. So kuna watu boda who left to work or supposed to go to work, haven't gone to work. People came from the office are there. Some jobless in class are like, whatever. Itaisha tutaenda, but we were hungry. 5 a.m. people had woken up to be there by 6 and we were still there. So people are like, ama tuzusha. I'm like, hey, guys, relax. Because the moment tutazusha, it will be that mentality of boda na kwa sumbufu. Then they can send us all home. Yeah. And then you have to come and do it. I'm like, tutulie tu. So the guy was there with me. He's like, sasa nimechelewa kwenda kwa ofisi. Mimi nitazusha. I'm like, relax. I was like, first of all, utaenda peke yako. We wouldn't even support you. We'll be like, aki manage sawa. Asipo manage, atujui. But that tells you the mentality. Because the other thing I've realized is when you go even to a place, or you're driving into a place, or walking into a place, people with cars will be given priority. Wataingia. People walking on foot, watakubaliwa kuingia. Ukiwa na pikipiki, they first of all look at you different. And they treat you different. And we're like bottom of the barrel. Unfortunately, it's a reality. No matter what bike you ride, unless it's a really huge one, hizo tu za kawaida, they're like, 250cc, 200cc, they're like, boda. And unfortunately, we are given that kind of disrespect, which is very unfortunate. Now it gets worse. Because when people see a lady rider, then the misconception gets even deeper on what it is they think about her, what they don't think about her, her level of education, her mannerisms, her behavior. And then now you're a Muslim. So let's talk about that, if you don't mind. Let's talk about what you have experienced, if you can share with us, and how you've coped with it, and what you'd want to tell that young lady out there who probably is thinking, should I not? But people would say, or people are saying, how do people cope with that? Over to you. No matter what you do, no matter what you don't do, people will always say something. Mm-hmm. Whether you do it or not, they'll always talk. Mm-hmm. Yes, so that's the first thing you need to know. Mm-hmm. Being a Muslim lady rider came with a few challenges because considering that you are a woman and you're a Muslim, you're supposed to dress modestly, and now there is the bike, and my bike is quite high. So lazima uinue mguu rushe hiyo side ingine na utipto kidogo, and it's really hard to do that in buibui, a normal buibui. So if you've realized, most of my buibuis are open like this to make it easier for me to get on the bike and also get down. So whenever I'm riding with a buibui or a dress, it has to be either a very loose dress or an open abaya like this one, so that niki ride I can always hold it up naikunja, either I fold it naikalia or I just tie it around my thigh areas. Yes, but it's quite tricky. Some days I don't put on the abaya while riding, especially when going for longer rides, when it's raining, when it's getting darker, for the obvious reasons. Sometimes inafunguka, it gets loose when you're on high speed, inaenda ingia kwa chain. Yes, it can always do anything. Hata inaweza enda ishike exhaust and it gets burnt. I've had one yenye imeguza exhaust, like you are on the bypass, umefungulia throttle, you are kaende and then imefly nyuma, imeshika exhaust. So you see, that could be an accident. So for any Muslim lady out there, I know of several who have already started riding. I know of 2 who are inspiring that one day they'll ride a motorbike, and this could just be a word of encouragement to them. Don't be scared.
just do it. The fun that comes with it, the thrill that comes with it is worth more than anything else you've risked. As long as you do not risk your modesty, you're not risking your faith, then go for it. As long as you're not hurting anyone, you're not doing anything that is irrelevant or negative according to religion perspective, just do it. Yes.
Amazing. Mumesikia. No matter what you do, good or bad, they will still talk crap about you. Si kuna wenye mnasomanga Biblia ati Yesu alikuwa mtu mzuri sana wakamuua. Kitembea kwa maji mbona tembii kwa nini? Mbona andeshi baiskeli? Akipanda juu ya punda mbona atembee na horse? Akikaa na watu what are they called? People who are of lower stature, or as the Bible says, prostitutes and money lenders and tax collectors and all those kind of things. Mbona anakaa na wale watu? If he sat with the rich people, mbona anakaa na wale watu wengine sina sisi? So regardless of that, no matter what it is that you do, no matter how good it is, they will always come for you. There's always somebody who doesn't like what you're doing and they'll talk shit about it. Can you say? It's my show. Talk shit about it, it's my show. Anyway, we can peep that one or let it go as it is. So unfortunately, that's the reality, and it's important to have that mindset. Not that you go and do the wrong thing because they'll say there are bad things about you anyway, but do the right thing regardless. And always do what it is that you feel for you is important, because many people are trying to conform to society so much that they don't allow themselves to live. And that becomes a problem. And that again comes to mental health, because there are many people struggling in the wrong place, in the wrong job, in the wrong institution, in the wrong course, in the wrong whatever it is, in the wrong spaces, because they want to please society or they don't want to displease society. No matter what you do, there's always be somebody who does not like who you are, how you are, what you are, where you are, why you are. So focus on you. You are number one. Start with you. Mental health belongs to you. I keep saying your mind, your heart belongs to you. Figure it out. Unless you're incapable, then come to us. We can support you. If you have somebody who can support your mental health, seek help so that you're able to get that support. Parting shot from you to them to us. What are your final words of wisdom to all of us?
I won't really call them words of wisdom. They're just words of encouragement.
Wisdom.
No matter what you're going through.
Wisdom.
No matter what you're going through. Please eat. Please drink your water. Please eat. Especially ladies. I have a few friends. They are restraining from eating just because someone maybe like body shamed them or something. No matter what, just eat, please. Another thing, as I said, if you can't help 1,000, then help just one person. It goes a long way. And to the Muslim women who like to learn how to ride, who look forward to riding someday, please, you have to start riding now. You'll get that bike later. Start learning now. It is fun, it is therapy. People will talk, people will judge. As long as you're doing nothing to hurt anyone, you're doing nothing against society, do it for you, do it for yourself, and have the fun. Let's meet on the road.
Wait first. Kawangware. Before we go, we cannot miss that, because we need to talk about Kawangware and the impact she has on you, the impact she has on people, the impact she has on society, because she does not realize how much she's doing, not just for Kenya, for Africa, for the world. There are people out there who just whisper her name, shout her name, scream her name, because of what she has done for them by just watching her. Tell us very briefly what Kawangware has done for you. And then now we'll finish the show, because that has to be there.
First, Kawangware is a friend, a very good friend. We met back in 2023. I was not riding. I was just a pillion, but I was still learning how to ride. I was in the process of getting my license. Then we used to have Uji rides. To go for Uji somewhere at Lower Kabete. There is a certain spot we used to meet evening hours after work. Then we would have Uji, Nyamachoma, and stories about the road, how your day was. I think somehow that was part of us just trying to unwind without knowing. You know, meeting friends, talking about how your day was, people giving you even solutions to some of the challenges you're going through, people giving you tips on how to be safe on the road. That's how I started getting a few insights on people going for long distance journeys. She would share a lot of stories from the places she had been. She was still riding a Zontes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. That is when I met Kagwiria. And we've been friends all along. But some point we kind of disconnected, then reconnected again. At that time when I lost my daughter, she was really there for me. She really came through for me in a big way. Thank you so much, Kagwiria. I know you're going to watch this. Thank you. And we've been reconnecting from time to time. And then finally I heard about her project in Turkana County. That's when I really got into helping, at least to mobilize for pads, funds, to get people to just create awareness on what she's doing in the community in Turkana County, and also to get more people to go visit her pages, to listen to her stories, and also watch her previous videos on the counties she's been visiting. Like, I like the fact that she was not just visiting or passing through, but she was staying there, living the life those people lived, listening to their stories, their experiences, and even sharing it with them. That's how inspiring she has been to us. We are just watching, like we visit the counties in her lenses, through her lenses. Yeah, through her journeys.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Well, Kagwiria Murungi umesikia. Aongei sawa tu.
Tunamuona.
Tunakuona. We are watching you.
We are following.
Keep doing what you're doing. You're amazing. You've been amazing, and your work is amazing. Your work speaks for itself. Everywhere people talk about you, even those who talk crap about you, those are just people who like you, but they hate you because you do better than they do. Shauri yao. You will see Aliyah's bike very soon, like a size, and it has a personalized plate.
Yes.
When I grow up, watch this space. When I grow up, I'll have personalized plates like ours. I don't know which name I'll put on them, but see bag, see wewe, see bike, see wewe.
Ni self-care. Ni self-care.
Yes.
Yes, self-care. Ni self-care.
Mumesikia, ni self-care. Take care of yourself.
Hiyo ndo makeup yangu sasa.
Ngojeni first. Next show mtaniona. Nitakuja nimeiva. Nitajikatia. Anyway. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Parting shot from me, Umoja Ubuntu, we all bleed red. Tusaidiane. Nobody's beneath another. Nobody's above another. We are all humans. Let's help each other. Rasta Doc out. Hijabi Rider out. Adios.
See you.